Sup? Okay. Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know why I make that noise. Oh, this is loud on the wrong side of things. Let me make this loud on the other side of things. I need to also, well, I'll do that later, but I'll put this down as a note. Now that I think about it, I only think about it in these moments, but today, oh, I need to do this as well. Today, I can look it up, because today, I will not be leaving this desk. So, that. All right. I think just as a task, that's level 3. It's ready to go level 4 now. So let's do this real quick. I literally have not even looked at what this is supposed to be. I just do it every day. Guild, we will do that in a sec. Oh wait, am I? Oh, there's still one here. I'll wait till the 5 is ready. That one. Then I'll upgrade this one. Alright. Guild. Do we even want to look at that just yet? Invitations not going to. Wow. Quite a few. Beste Deutsch Guild mit einer Discord-Group. Do the guild challenge and donate every day. I think I should do a Ongreifer Gaming Guild. Don't know if I have, 50 people to fill the roster. That's the first problem. We will have to see. Don't know anything about, guild rules. Guild funds can be used to level up your guild. Guild funds can be obtained through donations or by completing guild challenges. There's a weekly cap on guild funds. No further funds can be obtained once they reach this limit. So this is kind of, I guess, preventing cracking guilds. The maximum level of the guild is 6. Leveling up allows you to have members in the guild, more members in the guild. After creating a guild, you automatically become master and can appoint up to 3 officers to help manage it. As the guild levels increase, the master position can be transferred to another. Leaving a guild triggers a cooldown, which gets longer each time you quit. Oh, really? I wonder how long, much it increases to. Both master and officers have the authority to invite players into the guild. Recruitment requirements and methods can be set by the master and the officers. The master and the officers can manage the guild members' removement allowed. Disable recruitment will stop new members from joining. Master replacement, well, that just means I've ended content here. The guild store, great value. Guild buffs. Alright. So, it looks like I should create a guild. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Let's see. After a few more people start to watch. In the meantime, and in between time, I will go to, is it Battle Rewind? Is the one that's up now? Frenzy Feast I need to do manually, so I will do that later today. Off stream. Now let's do this for now. Level 5 recommended is Thrust. And you know what? To make up for my crappy decision of taking Ikaku up and me wanting to get a forgiveness and remove all these resources, I am going to actually put resources into Konami. Should say for Jin, I guess, but I don't. My hardline stance on not pulling for Jin is softened a little bit, but I'm not going to chase, so we'll see. But in the interim, before he gets here, I will level up the abilities for Konami. His ultimate hits like a truck. Item exchange on that one, confirm, and then raid. Upgrade that. His ultimate is awesome. So is hers though. I'm trying to keep it a little bit more balanced. I do have the stronger characters at the top, the Aizen and the Kitsuke, of course, but I'm trying to maintain like I have a good thrust, a good strike, a good slash, and a good spirit. So I'm trying to keep it somewhat balanced. I know it's an exercise in futility with how the resources are distributed right now. Let's go ahead and do holification elimination while I have the energy for it and have actually remembered to do it. What's up, Sonny? We're gonna do. I liked running Eisen. Like, this was fun. I want to do this just because it's fun. Like, why not? I'll win. I'm already out of stamina for the day. Well, reset's coming for you in like an hour 15. I just woke up and I meant to, and I'm glad I didn't. I meant to like expire my, not expire, but use all my stamina before I went to sleep last night and just forgot. Absolutely forgot. Conked out in bed. So now I have a little bit extra, but it's not a lot. Oh, by the way, check your, well, they have those dots. If you check your mail, there's some nourishers there that they sent because of the issue with Battle Rewind. Which I'm doing this now to develop Kaname to go do Battle Rewind. And then I will look, I just read the rules to a guild. I think I'm going to create my own guild and see how that goes. I am finally at 13K. Well, here's my thing. You say finally. What was that a goal? Was that what you wanted to reach, was 13K? Like, any specific reason? Is that your favorite number? Yeah, they sent nerd. Do you not see the dot on your inbox, your mailbox, whatever? I think there's a dot on the mailbox there where you can check it out. Boom. Let's see. Increase the damage technique, blah, blah. Do I want to do this passive? Increase of the technique. What am I leveling up first? I thought I was leveling up that. I guess I did not. Counter. So yeah, all of these resource, or all of the spirit will go towards improving Kaname as a mea culpa. I'm sorry that I doubted you and put Ikaku in your place. I didn't use them. I will use them at. I'm not using them at all right now. Yeah, the jade is nice. I'm not using them at all right now because I am, and this is, I guess, an experiment for me. I'm going to see. I'm just going to hold on to the nourishers, wait for them to, wait. Whenever they did those double drop events, there was always a limit, right? Like, there was always a limit to, there was like a 5 drop limit for the supplies, and then when they did it for the set stamps, there was like a 3 use limit, right? Oh, well then that means like you're not far away from 60 too. So congrats, you'll be at 60 probably this time next week. So I think, that means, I'm just realizing that makes me think, or makes me wonder if I should save those nourishers for reset or not. Or to, maybe the smart idea is just to keep like some on the side and just not use them all. That way when those events come around, I don't know, maybe keep 10 to the side. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so this has leveled him up a little bit. I could do the technique. We'll do these 3. So I'll use enough nourishers to get to that, which I think if I use 2, it should be cool. And then I'll sit back and hold them. If I remember where they are. Let's go back here. Yeah. How many do I have? I only have 5. I don't know why I thought I had more than 5. Alright, so 1, 2. And I did a video just yesterday about the whole like stamps and getting 700,000. I'm already down to 200,000, and I have not. I didn't think I was going crazy on the cash side of things, but apparently I was. We'll rate for this now. Up to 7. Cool. upgrade. I don't really want to use any more nourishers, so I'm going to just let this one hold until reset. Now I'll go into Frenzy Feast. I keep wanting to say like Fancy Feast, like the cat food. Okay, so let me do this and get into Battle Rewind, and then I can read. There, and we're gonna run. What's the other type? Slash. All right, I'm gonna separate Aizen and Kitsuke. Oh wait, can I use both for? But I can use both, right? They don't. You don't get locked here, so you can use whoever you want, whenever you want. So let's just do this. All right, cool. Wait, is there another double drop coming? No, there isn't. It's just that I don't know when it's coming, so I was thinking hoard it a little bit, and then let me switch up the camera thing. I was thinking about hoarding it a little bit, and then using them whenever it does come, because at this point I am through a lot of the content. That's why I'm trying to start a guild now. So I can level up the characters at a leisurely rate. There's nothing for me to like chase right now that I've completed Trial Tower. So that was the idea, like, well, I don't have to pressure to use nourishers. I can just wait, play the game at a slower pace, and then wait for new content to come up. Yeah, that might be the smarter move too. Like I'm gonna pull for Jin, going by what you said, make a decision for Jin in week 3. Is that I will. What do we get here? Flat. This gets to be dismantled. Strike on his. That gets to be dismantled too. So yeah, I will pull for him along the way. And just be like, okay, I'm gonna pull for Jin along the way, but I don't know how much. I don't know if I'm gonna use any of my Jade. Maybe I'll use some of the advanced ticket stubs and get 10 pulls and leave it at that. I do need 10 more pulls for. All right, so I didn't even check the score for this. And actually, I don't need to wait. I'm gonna wait and do the team up one just to see how that goes. 1 second. Let's go over here. Challenge. So yeah, I can use the exact same and just put Aizen in instead of. And then we'll keep Aizen's battlefield skill and then just run with Konami. Alright, cool. Yeah, they might. Yeah, but that's the thing, I'm at level 90 with these 4 SSRs and now I'm slowing down. So I'll do it slowly but surely. Mad that I did it with Ikaku at this point. Wish I did it with Konami, but that's fine. Next on the list will be Bankai and then Ichigo, and I can do that. I think I can do that today at reset, depending on how I manage my energy. But I'm leaning more towards developing them, like in other ways than just leveling up. Well, I don't know, and that's the thing. I don't know if his weapon stamp will probably be easier to get. I don't know when they'll do the next double drop, and then it's always limited. So maybe they open it up and they just say, like, for the day you have, double drops on, let's just say Khan or whatever. Last time they did that, they limited it to 5. So we'll see. This match gets done fast. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. This is a thrust with Kitsuke's, and this is a flat defense. Boo to both of you. Stamp corridor, we appreciate. And this actually exchange money, we appreciate. Ooh, funnily enough. Oh, I still haven't done these yet. And this one I'm chasing this, which is, yeah, Konami for Konami. So confirm, challenge. Goop. Let me look at it. The Kitsuke stamp would be good for Randiku. Heads up, I got a ton of Kitsuke stamps. I have a ton of them. I've saved anything that's percentage and over 5 stars. I've saved just because I don't know what I'm gonna want to do later. What I'm gonna want to change. As much as I know that set stamps and core stamps are amazing, I have not gone into an in-depth. I haven't gone into an in-depth guide for each set stamp category. So not having done that, I need to pull back and then check for what is best for them and check and see how they work because they have the recommended stamps, but you could look at some of the set stamps and maybe use them for other characters and change them completely. So that is something that I do need to investigate or look at a little bit more in depth. Also, so wait, Jin comes out on the 9th? That's the Friday, right? Okay. And I think I have 40 tickets for Stamp Corridor right now. And I'm trying not to pull them because I want to at least get an opportunity at Jin's core stamp. And I'm pretty sure I won't get it, but better likelihood when you're pulling 40 times than when you're pulling 5 or 6. Let's see. HP, we don't care. I'm not, I should be a little bit more, but I really don't. 5.9% on Ikaku stamp. Alright. And then the rest of that is fodder for me to dismantle. Okay, need to look at Kisuke stamp information. Which I don't think I've read the stamp stuff since the very beginning, first week or two of playing the game. So I'm completely unfamiliar. I'm going by the recommendations and I need to familiarize myself with them. And I don't think that new set stamps are coming out for Jin. So I'm wondering what their recommendation would be. And it's probably like a crit rate, crit damage, attack recommendation, which is that. Who is that? I'm trying to remember. I think that's Kisuke's stamps. I think. But we'll see. That's the problem. I would like to know when it comes to the whole people knowing that Jin came out. And I'm asking you this genuinely. Where did the information come from? And I mean, it seems to be confirmed that he's coming out, all that jazz. Where did that information come from? And why don't we know at this point who's after Jin? Not saying it in a bad way, just wanting to know where the sources are. Yeah, I think he will be, but I don't hold a lot of value for DPS. Especially if you look at characters that you can, in this game, that you can alter to do a severe amount of damage. I do want him though. I do want him. I'm not, like, just not as bad as I wanted Aizen. And not as bad as I would want Kenpachi. With Kenpachi, that is... The wallet will have to come back out because my resources are actually good to pull Kenpachi so long as I don't go crazy on Jin right now. I would be okay and I would get at least a copy. Something tells me though I would want dupes of Kenpachi. But that will have to wait until strike damage. I'm getting this for Kaname, so that does nothing since he's thrust. And then another Bankai. Percentage attack. Okay, cool. Bet. There were leaks saying Jin would be coming. Yeah, the problem with is when, because before it was, this should be Jin's event now, and Aizen would be coming up, but they switched it up. Supposedly, they switched it up, or this was always the plan, no idea. But things got changed to where, now, how many of these do I have? 50. Okay. That's a nice round number. But I want to know, maybe they're protecting their data a little bit better so there's no leaks. But we know about Jin. I want to know who the next one is, or what the rumor is about. I have a hard time. Not a hard time believing that Kenpachi is after Jin. I just don't want to get my hopes up yet. Does that make sense? I want at least, because that nobody has said anything about whether or not is this on a first clear basis that I can go and do this. Blah. Nobody has said like there's been a leak or anything about it. It's just like, hey, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool? Yes, it would be cool, but I don't want to get my hopes up yet. I don't want to get my hopes up yet. I think they switched it a little bit too. I don't know why they would. But I could understand it. Same time, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get my hopes up for let's just do this thing. But let's have fun with it. We'll take you out and we will put you in. I'm having fun with Konami right now. Next. Heal. I don't even like doing this, but it's alright. This can be content that I can put in the background while doing other stuff. Bet. I don't look at any of these things. I don't at all. What's up, Marcus? Because they planned the Eisen banner duration would have been 21 days instead of 14. Weekly reset. Weekly reset happened yesterday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, yesterday. So we just had our reset. At least for me, it goes the reset going into Monday. So 8 a.m. Monday is when it's weekly reset, not 8 a.m. Sunday. They do it like at the beginning of the week. Do the old DC game that they shut down. Not gonna lie, the game was fun when they started the purple starting character. Now, DC Legends, I miss it. I miss DC Legends so much, and DC Legends has such potential to be so much further if it was correctly managed. I've wanted to say, I mean, I've said that for a long time. It could have been a Marvel Strike Force or Raid Shadow Legends if they just took the damn thing seriously. Serious enough and put enough budget behind it, which goes to show, Marcus, that same thing happened with DC Worlds Collide now. I was doing DC Worlds Collide. It was fun. And then they screwed up a bunch of stuff, didn't communicate, craptastic content, seemingly just tone deaf. And now that game is going to die, and that game was fun. And I just got off of, I'm barely doing the dailies on that one, so DC games have let me get down over the years. Yeah, the Unknown Adventure resets weekly. You stack your index up to whatever, and then you get your rewards every week, except for the first clear of these stages that I'm doing now. That's mostly why I'm doing it right now, even though the resources are not fantastic, not at all. Injustice 1 and 2 still active somehow, and that's what. Because I liked Injustice, but Injustice is, if I'm not mistaken, the mobile version especially, is nothing to like really write home about. It's just a fighting game. If I remember it correctly, a fighter collector game where there's like, it's not turn based. It's, I mean, I guess it's one of those simple. You don't have to think much about it. Go in and just fight. I don't know. I played Injustice though, kind of at the start of DC Legends when I first started playing DC Legends like 6-7 years ago. So it is stunning to me that that game is still around. I played it for a couple months. I liked it. It was just a little bit too, I don't know, just run into it and fight, like, not button mashing, but, you know, maybe you don't. How am I trying to say? I don't know. It just wasn't exciting enough for me. It wasn't complex enough. I don't need super, super, super complex, but I need a little bit more complex than what it was presenting. And that's fine for others. Handle it yourself. I got it. I don't need to watch nothing. So it was like, but if people like it, I love it. I'm happy that it's found a place and that it's actually probably listening to its fans and giving people what they want. Yeah, but Warner Brothers should have been behind all their IP. They get money off all this. So, and because their management is so great and so fantastic, and they've done such a good job with, you know, Justice League and the DCEU, they've done such a great job with those movies that they were bought by Netflix. So yeah, hopefully their management goes better. I don't know that the WB gaming, I think the gaming side of it was bought by Netflix as well. So hopefully Netflix is like, hey, we're not going to pay attention to the games. We'll give you money to do stuff. Hopefully that's it. But Yeah, they were bought by Netflix, if I read that article correctly. I'm finally at strategy index to 8,000. And that was the thing too, is 8,000 a like limit to where you can't do anything, like they're not going to go any higher, like it doesn't go to 10,000? Because that's where I'm at too right now. Save him. Don't pull for Ikaku. I mean, not in any kind of, oh wait, but it's the standard banner stuff? I don't know what the future is going to bring. What's up, Corey? I don't know what the future is going to bring. With the standard banner, I would love clarification on that. I would save it from your perspective, especially as free to play. I would save on that because I could be 100% wrong, and then once I'm wrong, I don't think you've lost anything because you have characters to develop. It'll stress your resources if you are trying to develop multiple characters at the same time, getting to the level 60 as you're about to. Because as you can see, and I am not free to play, it's a task for me to level up these characters and their abilities and their skills now. So as free to play, it's going to be a lot harder. So at this point, especially if you're trying to, let's say, get Jin, right? You need resources to level him up. You're gonna reach level 60 pretty soon, which means that you're gonna be able to level up all of your characters pretty soon. You're gonna need resources for that. So adding another SSR potentially just on drawing stuff, I don't think it's worth it from your perspective. And then the other side, that's the known, and then the unknown of it is I'm still not convinced that they're not going to put the SSRs into the standard banner after like some set period of time, like 3 months or something. I'm still convinced that they're going to try to do add them to the standard pool, if that makes sense, and not just have the same SSRs in the standard banner. I'm still not convinced of that. I don't have any information about that. I've never heard anything about it. Why aren't we getting more battles? I'm sick of this crap. Yeah. Leave. I do not care. Okay, so I don't know if that's worth it. The Bleach game is the best anime ever. Smoking on JJK. Jujutsu Kaisen is of Dokkan Legends, Soul Leveling, and I like Soul. I wanted to try Soul Leveling actually. We were talking. That got brought up a couple days ago, and I know that it's on my phone. Kaiju number 8 is actually good too. I like it a lot. I only played it for like a month or so. I did a couple of videos on it, and I do want to go back to it and revisit it and do all that stuff. So yeah, Sonny, if you're playing catch up right now, there's no need to try to chase more SSRs. There's no need to like strain your resources doing that. And that's what I'm wondering if it's not this thing of wanting to play Marvel Strike Force, just taking a break from it, like mentally. DC Worlds Collide is dying, so that one I almost even forgot about that game yesterday. I need a second game because I've reached the limit to Bleach. Like not limit like I'm gonna quit, but like there's no PvE content that I'm truly chasing at the moment. So it might be that I start looking at Soul Leveling and playing that game. Maybe. Also, Expedition 33. I need to get this PlayStation in here. But I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy right now and want to finish up that RPG before I start the next one. If I don't have enough Jade to get Jin in his weapon, I'm going to save for Grimjow. Heard rumors from a leak he'll be a transform. So, Sonny, are you listening to what Marcus just put down? Ultimate like Bankai Ichigo. I went for Aizen. Glad I did. He's 33k now and was able to get his weapon. Got one copy of his core he slaps. That was the. I don't know, Marcus, if you were around for this, but I've released the videos on YouTube where basically. And tell me if I'm repeating myself because I did do a YouTube video on it and so it's not like I'm trying to hammer this point home, but just to let you know of how good of an idea it is to get Aizen while the time is there. At least from my perspective, I'm not the end all be all. I burned down my entire set of resources to get him to B4 based off of whatever. based off of what Hakeem told me about him being B4. Once I did that, he is like solely responsible for me finishing Trial Tower. Solely is a bit hyperbolic, but not by much. He can solo the 15th level of Trial Tower. Like literally put him in solo and he takes care of the whole damn thing. I did it. I have a video of that. I don't think I'm gonna make a video of it because I've done like 3 Aizen Kitsuke videos already, and I feel guilty now about putting out the same content for this dude. But I'm convinced he's gonna be the best character for a little while. And now if Grimmjow, from what you said, if that's the rumor, I know everybody wants Kenpachi, but Grimmjow sounds like the more logical next step, if that makes sense. To me. It would seem like to me, if you're doing like this Wako Mundo arc, and that's the final chapter, then having Aizen, Jin, they already have Kaname in the game, even though they have a different skin, so maybe they give you the other Kaname skin like they did with Ichigo Shikai. And then get, Jesus, is that millions? That's millions. 4.7 million. Ouch. Oh, and that was the boss. 4.7 million. That was Aizen. Anyway, then maybe you do Stark and Ulquiria, whatever his name is, who I like a lot. And then the next whatever arc that you decide to do, you'll put in Kenpachi. Because right now, in this whole Wako Mundo chapter thing, it seems to make more sense to me to do the other Arankar, as opposed to just plopping in a Kenpachi, who was in that, but wasn't really like a main feature of that arc, if I'm remembering it correctly. You're more likely to get like an Orihime skin when she was held captive by the Arankar, and you got the Shikai skin actually. That came from Wako Mundo, right? So I could imagine you get a Kaname skin from Wako Mundo, and then you get 2 more Arankar, Stark and Grimmjow, and then Kenpachi comes like in March or something when they do a different arc. I think. That would be my guess. No news, no hidden information from me. Alright, so I'm going to have to look into the guild stuff relatively soon. I wanted to finish this progress thing and get these stamps. And actually, I think this wasn't in a leak, but a lot of people are expecting Ulki. I'm going to have to listen to his name like again to have Transformation Ultimate 2. He has to have that, right? I mean, they put it on Toshihiro, and Toshihiro, well, he did have that, but I'm saying like he would have to have that. How late am I? Just woke up. You are not even that late. 30 minutes. I just got on. For some reason, this winter has been particularly cold, which has made it so easy. Maybe I do need winter. I don't sleep much. This last week or two, bro, getting out that bed, it is a horde. It feels good. I am conked out and sleeping like I never have before. All the sleep. It felt good. But yeah, I only started like 30 minutes ago. So all that to say, that was difficult for me to get out of bed. Now I'm gonna play this. Hey, I did Kaname. That was kind of cool. Toshihiro we were just talking about. Let's do Yoruichi because I love the way she fights. And wait, will they not let me? Do I have to do it this way? Alright, bet. And yes, against Ikaku, who I'm currently upset with because of the stupid decision I made. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't know what these. Sure, this. This is the thing. I came into Unknown Adventure very first time being like, I don't want to do this. And since then, I haven't read not nan thing about it. Not nan. So, after this one, I think I will look into defeat 2 enemies within 5 seconds grants extra rewards. Well, good thing I got Aizen. Yep. A lot of them just died immediately. Anyway, after this, I will go into creating a guild. Let's see how that goes. I couldn't get Toshihiro. Didn't have enough Jade because Bankai Ichigo made me go 80 and 40. Ouch. You're free to play. The team I'm making for Aizen is Yadoichi and Kitsuke. Not bad at all. I mean, I guess that could be the default team on the outside. The best team for him, well, best, but the best team for him is going to be Spirit. Anybody Spirit, but you don't have Toshihiro, so I get that. Oh damn! If you don't have Toshi, yeah, okay. Now I get the conflict there. I'm running Yadoichi and Kitsuke. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. So have fun watching. It's great. Um, they complement each other. Cone is always added to the block list because I don't want anything extra to do in this unknown adventure. I should probably start reading this stuff, but I don't. I don't even know the rewards, so I can't even be. I'm the one tripping in this situation. But yeah, now that you say that, because running Toshihiro, who hits like a truck when he wants to, along with Momo, there's a thing in Aizen's kit where he increases the spirit damage, or the spirit damage in a fight by 20%. That might be his B2 though, and you said you had him B1. Need a double truck, but I'm not sure. I forgot. My bad. But yeah, I'm guessing the auto evades from Aizen will activate Yadoichi's evade passive automatically. Let's find that out actually. I wonder if, wait, what is this? Can I look at their kits from here? Wait, no, wait, what? I can remove them from here, but I can't add new characters. I wonder if Aizen can solo this whole thing. He probably could. I would like to look at their kits from here. There's a boss encounter. I can leave though, right? This doesn't cancel. I know the adventure is in progress. Are you sure you want to exit? Like, I don't just leave for now. I won't abandon it. Alright. Let me go and check the Yadoichi evade passive real quick. Maybe that's where they were so good together in Strike Tower. Passive. Boop, 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 boop. Do I have any? I don't have any boundaries on her. No, I don't. Oh, I need to level that up for her too. Do I have the items for it? Oh, I do. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so passive. After Yadoichi successfully dodges an enemy attack, tap the basic button to release the dodge attack Hakudo Stomping Strike and gain 20% spiritual power. This counts as a special attack. After releasing Hakudo Stomp Strike, tap the basic attack button again to instantly perform the 5th strike of her basic. So that's the dodge part. And he does have a dodge thing in his mechanic, doesn't he? Perfect dodge 0, which you can trigger perfect dodge and increase the damage of her next special attack, Hakudo Blitz. Yadoichi gains lightning. Yeah, he does have something. I don't know where it is in his kit. We can look at passive and hope, but God, so much stuff to read from him. It is so much stuff. Any idea, by the way, where it is? Just let me know real quick. Did you do the combat battle event? It's a flashed up. No, I haven't done it yet. No, I haven't done it yet. I tried it once and got rocked and was like, I'm going to actually need to focus and come back and do this. Where is that dodge thing? Or does that get activated when he runs his ultimate? Or no, Battlefield's go. Do you know how to fix the story mode when it stops playing? What do you mean, fix it when it stops playing? What's happening? What's going on? I replace Kitsuke and with Yadoichi. Oh, I don't know if I would do that. She does good enough for Bankai Ichigo to nuke. Yeah, Kitsuke is no. Keep Kitsuke in. Keep Kitsuke in. He adds 60% attack if you have his weapon stamp and 30% attack if you don't. So Yachiru, you have to keep Kitsuke in. He's like the second best. He's the second best character in the game. When I'm going through all the trial towers, it's Aizen and Kitsuke. And I did do a couple YouTube videos on it, and I'll release another one today, and I think that'll be my last Eyes and Kisuke video. But they're like a duo that, with running with Bankai, keep them together. But yeah, let me know about the story mode issue that you're talking about where it stops. I don't understand what you mean. Don't have his weapon stamps, that's why he's going on Aizen's team. That shouldn't make the difference. If he's with the weapon stamp, he adds that 60% attack from the whole ratio analysis thing. And you can run them together. You can separate them too, of course, if you're just trying to have two separate teams to like fill in the gaps for when you need two teams on content. So of course that. Videos won't play on the story mode, but I can still play the fights. Oh, they had to remove the videos because of like copyright stuff. I ended up with even a copyright strike because they did the they used that song Number One or whatever, and it's a copyright issue, so they struck it when I on my stream, and then I never got to I never released that video of doing that content. So from what I understood, the videos had to be removed due to copyright issues, which seems weird, but yeah, that. Yachiru, the little girl. Yeah, Yachiru. Yeah, the one that's always with Kenpachi. That's what I mean, is that when I get to, like, okay, maybe this is the better question. What in Yachiru's kit would have you put her with Aizen more than Kitsuke? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the question I need to ask. What about Yachiru do you think makes her better? What's up, Lionel? Now trying to find that perfect dodge thing. And not seeing it. And I'm sure it's just my blind eyes at the moment. So I'll take your word for it. I've been running them together and they have been amazing, so no complaints from my side. Maybe this is it. Unavoidable within 16 seconds after releasing the skill. But this is all his technique. It does nothing for anybody else. And this stuff, part of me is like, I just don't want to read this book that is his passive. No, she replaces Kisuke when I move him to Aizen's teams. Her team will be with Byakuya, Bankai. Oh, I get what you're saying. So you're gonna move Kisuke to Aizen's team, and then Yachiru is gonna go onto the slash team that you had. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Greetings from Russia. What's up, Russia? What you got going? So right now, what I'm about to do is finish this unknown adventure thing, and then I'm gonna try to build a guild. So Nikita, I'm gonna say what's up, Nikita, instead of what's up, Russia. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So then after this, I'm gonna build up a guild. I think is where I'm going with this. Claim all. All right. So let's do the unknown adventure. Then we'll start the guild. Claim all. How many of these tickets do I have? 3. Because I am, and this gets saved, I am about 10 away from getting a guaranteed SSR. And I'm trying not to spend the Jade on it. But it's tempting, especially since I'll get one more ticket now. So I could buy 6 and then get the next SSR. Because we rock as Shinigami. Oh yeah, and Happy New Year to everyone. Today, I guess, is the last day I'm going to say that. Because I'm not you can say Happy New Year into February, although I'm also not so strict as you can't say it ever again. Alright, so we'll start let me finish Unknown Adventure. It should be pretty quick from here. And then we'll start building a guild. There's only 16% done. Let's start the guild now. I don't have any. This is boring. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a guild now. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I am based. Let's come over here. Guild. Sorry for the invites. Create one. Guild name. I don't want to use the same name as I use with DC World Collide because I feel like that name is cursed now. But branding is important as well. Oh, that's it. I've reached the limit. I wanted to just put Ungryfer Reapers, and I'm missing the S. So Ungryfer Reaper means like it's just me. Oh, can I not do an underscore? That Ungryfer Gaming Reapers, that has no creativity to it. That sounds so weird. I don't like that. Name suggestions. Somebody toss them out. Oh, man. Plus, I even think I have myself in there as an Aranka right now. We already know that that's going to be... I don't know. I don't know. What's the name? Why am I thinking so hard about this? This is where that neurodivergence thing becomes a weakness. I have no idea what I should call it. And I want to think of a clever, creative name, but I don't think I've had enough coffee today to be that creative. I don't think I've had enough coffee to be that creative. And I don't. Oh, by the way, if you do join, this is not a intense. You better be spending money. I'm always very chill on my guilds, on my alliances, on my whatever you want to call them, leagues, whatever you call them. I'm pretty chill. I just want players who are daily or who are active daily, whatever level that may be. So yeah, even recruitment level, I'm leaving from 15 to 80. Meaning, have you played the game for a day? Cool. You're gonna play every day? Cool. Whatever. Suddenly finding that I don't like my screen name on Gryfer, but that's fine. Sup, Shogun? Oh, A Society. Okay. All right, Lionel, you win. That's a good one. I don't know why I didn't think of the word Soul Society. Well, let's see. See, I can't get that last period. How dare you, sir? No, 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 we're not doing that. You could, but there is a cooldown period, so you need to be prepared to lose those rewards. Read the rules of the guild that's itself. It says it's a cooldown and that you have an increased cooldown for every time that you leave a guild. I don't know how to leave one. I guess it's pretty easy if you just go to the guild and like leave. We'll just stick with A Soul Society. Let's see if that's actually available. Oh my God, so you guys know, I'm typing US format on my and I'm typing Swiss keyboard on my US format laptop because I bought the laptop in the US, but I'm used to typing the QWERTY, which is not QWERTY here, but the typing pattern here for Swiss keyboards, which is completely different, and I'm screwing up right now. So yeah, anyway, it is what it is. That's okay, and it's gonna cost me 300. What? Okay. Create guild. Input cannot contain, wait, what? Input cannot contain special characters. So I just have to put A Soul Society. We'll go with AG. Cannot, oh, I can't do this here either? Well, that's lame. Y'all don't want, come on. That's a little, That's kind of dumb. Okay, that feels stupid. All right, there's that. We have a guild challenge, donations. I guess I need to be the first one to donate to the congregation. Free contribution, sure. Confirm. Yay. And oh wait, I don't get. Okay, I didn't know that first lesson because I was gonna do this. Okay, this will happen. Hopefully, this will change a reset. I was gonna do all three of these. So first warning of a guild. AG Slibberine. I don't know Silberine. I need to know what that word means. It feels like I should know it because of that I'm at the end of it because it kind of sounds German. So like the first lesson in my starting a guild thing, you can only contribute to one of these at a time. I wanted to do all three. I'm starting to record this now for YouTube, so let's get to the video. So as I go through and figure out what to do as the master of a guild, just want active players. I don't know who to recruit. I guess I can go into my friends group and recruit from there. Have no members. I don't know how people would even search for it. There's this challenge that I could do. Guild Challenge 1. Successfully counter increases all damage by 10. We don't need that. Recommended level is 50. So we can do the guild challenges there. There's the guild store, which this is something I did not even see before, which I guess makes sense because I didn't have a guild before. Yeah, I did. Okay, this is literally new to me. Sup? Let's see your guild UID. Oh, okay. That probably would help. This one. Copy. Oh, wait, I can't copy that way, right? I've already tried that one time before. Nah, it doesn't work. There it is. How do I get this from here to there without just typing, which is what I'm going to have to do. 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 0. A lot of zeros. And I don't have my glasses on. How many zeros we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 2, 5, 6. Join if you want to. I give the only rule is just be active daily. That's always my default rules for these things. Just be active daily and you can join. There's no minimum, because I know there's some guilds where it's like there's a minimum amount of money you need to spend. There's a minimum amount of playtime you need to have. What's up, Argent? How you doing? There's a minimum number of this, that, and the thirds. I don't have those minimums because my guild, if you're trying to join and be highly competitive against other guilds, I'm not the one for you. I'm not at all. My guilds are usually good vibes, chatting on the Discord, which is an open Discord to everybody anyway. Stuff like that. I'm here for a good time, not to try to compete and prove something about myself. So if you just want to have a good time and chill, cool. You heard about the bug, the CN backlash from it. There was one bug about Battle Rewind, but they've already sent like a mail with compensation for it. You get like 5 nourishers, 100 jades, stuff like that. So that bug I heard about, and they fixed it. And watching Doctor Who, confession, I have not seen not one episode of Doctor Who at all. So I've never watched Doctor Who. I know, remove my nerd card, but not never. Okay, so then affairs. Okay, so this is just a log of everything. I can recruit characters to guilds. These are the other guilds that we would be quote unquote competing with. And there will be an element of competition, but not the kind of competition that means that I need to shout at people because they didn't do their today. The only thing I would ask is, like, if you're as an active player, if you're like, hey, I'm going on vacation with the wife and kids. Hey, my husband just said that we're about to go to Minnesota, whatever the case may be, and you're not going to be on for 2 weeks, just let me know. Because after 7 days, I'll kick you if you're not active, assuming that you've quit the game. But if you're like, oh, no, just on vacation, want to spend time with the kids and, really focus up on them and that kind of stuff. I got exams. I got to study for a week. I can't really play. Cool. That's fine. I'm good with that. Just let me know ahead of time. Must be because I'm catching up on it now. It was a bug with the keys for the corridor. Oh. You're on the Crunchyroll one. Oh, from what I understood, people who did Crunchyroll and people who are doing it independent of Crunchyroll, that was said like a couple weeks ago. They can't like be friends and they can't be in the same guild because of some server thing. Unless that was just fake and somebody made that up. That's something that I heard. I have no idea if that applies to you now. So what's in this store? I want this, yeah. Excuse me. This level green stuff grants 50 stamp XP. Is this green? Feels like it's very low level. Yeah, skill level 1 through 5. Yeah, so we will ignore you and use this to. Why is this locked? Oh, when my guild reaches level 4. Okay. You don't need to be getting your nerd on, then catch feelings because the show set you up. Is Doctor Who? This is a broad question because I've never actually watched an episode. What I know, time traveling and stuff like that, and he's been several different people. What is it about? I need to just Google that. I have to wait 2 hours before joining another guild. Okay. Well, you'll have the UID. Let me open up I'm going to go to my Discord right now. And I will put the UID for my guild in my Discord. Because this is going to disappear in a minute anyway. So I'm going to put the UID for my guild in the Discord. That way you so AG Soul Society. Did I spell it right? I hope I spelled it right because then it's just gonna be misspelled. I'll put the UID for it and the name of the guild in my Discord. That way you can go back and find it when this chat disappears. Logitech wants access to your Discord account. Why on earth would I do that? I'm not doing that right now. I have Logitech lights that I think if I set it up correctly, you guys could control. I'm just not doing that right now. Let's go to my Discord. If I can find it. There it is. Okay, so that's the Players Helping Players section. General chat. So just if you're interested, let's pretend like that's actually a character that I want to type there. Oh no. So then that AG, Soul Society. So Soul Society is one word, AG is separate from that. UID, that one. All right, so that's in the Discord now, just in case like you have to wait this 2 hours and have to, 1 second, just in case you have to wait a certain amount of time and, excuse me, and I've already ended the chat by then and I've put this into my Discord. If you're not on my Discord, check the description. I wanted to try to pin the message, but apparently, oh, there it is. And then I've pinned the message in the general chat. So there you go. Just in case. Now, seeing as I'm going to try this guild challenge real quick. This dude, challenge attempt, should be fine. Let's put in Toshihito. Because I believe he'll do way more damage, especially with eyes and running things. Cool. All right, so now I can get back to reading. Sorry. I have to wait for the cooldown, then I can join. All right, so I've put the link to it. All the information is in my Discord general area so that you can find it, and then I pinned it. I think Librime is library in German. No, Bibliothek is a library in German. I would join, but not much of guilds and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I can go weeks without playing and pick up later. But yeah, no, that's cool. That's what I mean. Being upfront about it. But no, Bibliothek. I live in Switzerland. German is my second language. Bibliothek is the word for library in German. Which is funny because it's like biblioteca is it in Spanish, and I think it's similarly biblioteca or something like that in Italian. And it feels like English is the only language where it's just like, nah, library. Everybody else put like biblio in there, and then the English was like, nah, we just gonna put library. There was this one video that was absolutely hilarious, talking about like different languages naming things that come out later, and it was too funny. I don't want to say any of the jokes because I can't remember it properly, but it was hilarious. I need to find those videos again and share those. All right, so oh, you did say something about that, and I did not remember. It's just a settings thing that I forgot when I created the channel. You have to actively go and put to where people can put down the images. Let me just I did 12 million damage on floor 1. I did 12 million damage on floor 1. Is that? I'm guessing that's good. I'm gonna change that setting when I'm off. Hold up. I remember you sending me that message, and it was in the middle of, I can't remember where I was going. Discord images. I just have to change that. All right, I will do that. I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee here in a second, though. So I've done this one attempt. So I guess I get one attempt every day. So I'll get another attempt in 20 minutes. What's the prerequisite to unlock this, though? I guess you have to clear all 3 floors, and then you can go to that one. Cool. Okay. Wait, why does it still have this little dot? Oh, this dot here means that I can claim this from the guild. All right, that's straight. Clear all 3 floors, we get all of this, and then we go to... All right, okay. This could be fun. This could be fun. I have an alt I can join up with. I haven't pulled cat girl yet. Shaking my... I hate it for you. And you've already reached the 300 where you can't select her? Wait, what? What do you mean? Okay, I'm missing something about banned accounts. Reminds me of joining guilds in World of Warcraft, and years later, I'm the last member. That is how it feels in DC Worlds Collide right now. Where there's people in my DC Worlds Collide alliance that are still active and stuff, or league, and I still play it daily, but I don't even know that I need to do my like attack. What is today? Tuesday. Like now, instead of doing the league like on a daily bait and all that other stuff, I just wait till Sunday and just do all my attacks and then be done with it. Leave it on the side playing while I'm doing laundry and cleaning while I have like an audiobook in my ears. Like, it's such a passive activity for me now. Yeah, some got banned. So it looks like players had infinite keys on Stamp Corridor and were farming. Okay, well, when it comes to player cheating, I'm okay with people being banned. It's a game. Have fun. What does cheating get you? I don't understand. It sucks. So, bye-bye. I have no sympathy for those who get banned. Good. Get banned. Bye. Alright, I still haven't pulled Catley. Okay, read that one. And I have an alt I can join up with. Feel free, hop on. I don't know how to, or at least I would have to try to find a way to invite you guys, but I think it's open to the public. Let's check the settings real quick. That might be something where you may not find us, but it doesn't have anything. Welcome to the guild. Active players. Why is this? That's what it is. So because I'm using phone link on my phone, the keyboard is switched to the US format. That's why I can't type, because I'm used to typing the Swiss one. That's so annoying. Active players of all levels. I noticed that because the Y and the Z's are in different places. Are welcome. Okay. So let's just do that. All right, fine. Now, I don't see a setting. They said that there's a setting in there when I read it of where you can hide your guild or say you're not taking any more applications. I don't see a setting anywhere where it's allowing me to do that one way or the other. So I assume you guys can find me. I assume that you guys can find me. Be sure, Sonny, though, that it isn't that you're on a cooldown like what was said earlier. Maybe there's just a cooldown. Anybody who, oh wait, is it global server? It says server 19. I know that it's server 19 for me as a player. I don't know what servers they're putting me on. Granted, I am in Switzerland, but I don't know that that would be the factor. Thing is not everyone is being banned. Say what? Not everyone is being banned. So there were some cheaters who aren't being banned. Then how dumb are you to be a cheater and be like, they banned you but not me, because then they're going to come for you next. They just haven't figured it out yet. Same for me in DC World Squad. My nephew invited me to the guild and he barely plays. Yeah, they're dying, man. And then Marvel, Mystic, Mayhem, same path for them. They have to, anime's winning right now because, hey, communicate and don't try to literally turn your player base upside down and shake out their wallets. That part got a stack of keys like they pop. There's the line of the day. Who's over here? Pablo Escobar Stamp Corridor. Somos bandidos. Anyway, so now I think I can go to the co-op campaign and do that. Right? I should be able to because I have a guild now. The guild buff. Aha. Aha. Coming to America style. Increases damage dealt by guild members by 5%. No, that's not Coming to America. That's Distinguished Gentlemen. Sorry. Increases damage dealt by guild members by 5%/20%. Reduces damage taken by guild members by 5%/20%. Avengers, assemble. Oh, I didn't mean to. I wanted to just explore it. I didn't mean. I wanted to look. Can't click nothing. All right. And then training here. Official challenge. I don't know why I can't do the challenge unavailable. I guess I need more than me in the guild. Enemies take more thrust damage. Enemies take more spirit damage. Well, let me tell you, buddy, you're in for a difficult time. Not battle rewind. I'm going to co-op campaign. Create a team. Restrictions none. Confirm. So is that, and this is where I'm having to, friends that would come along. Okay. This confuses me slightly. Start battle. That confuses me slightly. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to let this run though and then make a cup of coffee. Each successful boss counter and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Didn't read fast enough. Big buddy. All right, let me go make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, okay, ouch, that's my knee and that hurts. Um, the comment made me think of the underdog scene. What? Okay, so you're searching for my guild. Yeah, looks like your guild is not available. As it by a different publisher. Okay, somebody. I'm probably skipping Jin. Not crazy about him. I'm on the whole. If I get Jin, I get him. If I don't, I don't. I'm worried that my competitive side or that dopamine hit, the neurodivergence in me, was gonna be like, I gotta get him. But as I feel like what I feel about it right now is like, oh my god, his health bar has so many bars. I'm just kind of like, if I get him, I get him. If I don't, yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. What is? I gotta figure out what the whole different publisher thing is, because I don't want to keep putting people in a screwed up situation where they're like trying to be my friend or trying to join the guild and they can't because Crunchyroll. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I also tried by your UID and it's not available. And I have had people say that before when they're trying to be like find me as just a friend before even the guild stuff. Before the guild stuff. The guild stuff just happened 20 minutes ago. Trying to find me on the server to be my friend, and they can't find me. And I guess it must have to do with the Crunchyroll thing. My question is, how did I know? I think I found out about the Bleach game. Is that 5 million damage? What's up? I found out about the Bleach thing, I think, via Crunchyroll. Maybe I signed up for it through Google Play Store, but that's where I found out about it. I still don't understand the why you wouldn't be. They are whooping his. I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to. Why they were separated in that way. I'm confused. I'm very, very confused. Why would you want an exclusive Crunchyroll server? Kind of like alienating your fan base from the people who don't have Crunchyroll. Are they assuming all people with Crunchyroll are going to play this game? I don't know. I don't. Hell, Bleach isn't even on Crunchyroll in my country. Bleach is on Disney Plus in my country. I live in Switzerland and it's on Disney Plus. It's not on Crunchyroll. The global. But how do I? But how do I go to that? That's the question. I don't know how to. I didn't know there was a difference. 1, 2. I don't know how to get to that. I just found out that I'm on server 19 because I looked. It was pretty obvious because I looked, but like I don't know how to get to that. Is this good? Because this feels like it's good. All this damage I'm doing against him. I assume he started off with 1,000 bars. This feels like I'm doing a good job. Yeah, they're whooping. Okay, cool. This seems like a lot of progress. Seems like a lot of good things are happening for my squad. Let's go for 9,800. Let's go, guys. Chop, chop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. I wish there was. Maybe I could contact their IT or this. They seem to be very communicative. There's probably somewhere lying around that I could go check out. Yeah, using freeze. We don't need no stinking freeze. Albeit, I could go at this again with Toshihiro, and Toshihiro would freeze him a few times, and then like what happened with I think it was chapter 9 or chapter 8, they started laying waste to his health bar. Oh guys, it's disappointing. You're not gonna make it to 9,800. Slouches. That is weird. So you've tried the French, so you just can't find, so there is this difference. And I guess the difference is Crunchyroll. That's weird. That is a weird thing for them to have done. And it's not even that, it's not even like I started before global release and all that other stuff. It was, I did the pre-registration. Because I even got the rewards for that. Okay, so I'm the MVP because I'm the only one who done it. How much damage? We just want to see the numbers. 80 million by Aizen, and then everybody else was cute. I want to try it one more time with Toshihiro, since that whole freeze component is a thing. We'll do the training one more again. Training, create team, and this is the part where I need to figure out public, confirm. So I want to change these characters, and I want to take out Aizen and put in Toshihiro. Cool, need to go take him up to level 90, deploy, reset in 7 minutes. And we'll put Toshihiro out first, even though we know that's not how it's going to end up. And then I guess I can invite friends and guild members. That's how I build up the rest of the team. So I can't make it public and just have randos hop in. Okay. That not necessarily, because then with games like this, that's why they removed the content of the videos that someone brought up before. There was a copyright thing, and so it's restricted in different regions. So for example, my Netflix doesn't look like your Netflix, my Disney Plus doesn't look like your Disney Plus, because of just different contracts all over the globe, and. All that being said, there is no, because of the content of the game just being a game, and they've removed the videos as well, there's no, and besides, it wouldn't be infringing upon them showing the anime anywhere. It's just the game itself and then clips from it. That doesn't even tell the full story. Oh wow, Toshihiro is a much better choice here. So like, it wouldn't matter per se if you had people from Ireland and people from Brazil on the same server, because they're not violating any copyright stuff in terms of the IP of the material. The game would be like, I want it to be global or I want it to be regional, and then they could limit that, but there wouldn't be any kind of, it's not like somebody would take the game and move it to, no, it doesn't work. No, that wouldn't violate copyright laws. That would not violate copyright laws. Granted, my expertise is more in banking law, and my master's is in healthcare law. So maybe we should get a copyright lawyer over here to be like, he's absolutely wrong. He does not know what he's talking about. But as it stands, like with those kind of copyrights, it's based on like the IP that's created. You're not allowed to distribute this IP without XYZ. Those clips even being removed is based on a copyright thing that doesn't make 100% of sense to me, other than somebody has a copyright like for the #1 song and they don't want anyone to use it unless they get their check, and so they remove that stuff because they're like, hey, I know that Bleach said so, but we also had rights to this song as well and to these scenes, so you can't use these scenes with our music unless you pay us. And then the game's like, well, we're not paying you, we've already paid Bleach, so we'll just use their IP and remove all your music or whatever. However that conversation went. As far as the characters themselves and the games themselves, that would only be if somebody, completely copied the game, called it Bleach Spirit Remaining, and then maybe changed the color of Toshihiro's hair. Then that would be like headed towards that, but then that would probably be trademark infringement. The trademark violation. Yeah, I don't see the copyright thing. Sorry for going into something so theoretical and boring. Who wanted an in-depth discussion on copyright law? This sucks. They allow the beginning of the anime scenes in the story, but take out the rest of the story. They do, but that's the thing because they're Disney Plus over here, so it's Netflix where you are. And what does Crunchyroll have to do with it? I'm so confused. Is this supposed to be a raid battle? I just noticed another. Yeah, this is the co-op campaign for guilds. That's what this is. So you get 9,999 bars, just like mixtape Wheezy, mixtape Ti. Although that mixtape Ti thing where he did what was it like 52 bars? Picture me as John Gotti with a PhD, or either Martin Luther King with a GAT. Do you remember while you was in the classroom trying to pick a career? I was counting class, selling class, drinking a beer. I was counting cash, selling glass, drinking a beer. I agree that rap beef is so last year, but ask him if I'll tear him a new year. For flexing and disrespecting, I don't play about that. I got much to say about that. Okay, sorry. Let me stop. This is one of my favorite freestyles, though. Although I don't think it's a freestyle. I think it's just bars. Soul Leveling avoided this problem and made the game only short story mode scenes. I'm so surprised, though, that they have the... it must be the music, because that's what got the copyright strike for me. It wasn't the scene. It hurt the music. Then YouTube was like, that song has copyright. Strike, remove, all that jazz. And then I even did a complaint like this isn't a copyright infringement, and then I never got an answer back from YouTube, which I'm fine with it. It's more than a month in the past now, so screw it. I'm not releasing that content anyway. But that's wild to me that the scenes from the anime can't be used. Scenes. They're not talking about the whole damn episode. Scenes. But you're gonna let them use all the character IP for the game? Wouldn't you want... me seeing that scene from Bleach made me want to go back and watch more Bleach. I don't get that part. I do not get that part. If you're doing 30-second clips of a TV show, and what, you're upset that you're not getting your 55 cents? What the hell are you talking about? They're going to make you go back and play more, and then that's more money for everybody. What are you doing? All right, so Toshihiro was worse here. Because I think we got the 9870 before with Aizen. To be fair, Aizen is level 90 now. I guess they could have recreated this, and maybe they would have if they had known that there was going to be this kind of issue. It was just an oversight. But they could have very easily, especially with this animation, they could have very easily just recreated the scenes with the characters themselves. They could do that. They still could do that if they wanted to. I don't know if there'd be a necessity for them, but they could definitely do it and not have to worry, and do their own damn music and not have to worry about it. But it's just weird to me. It's funny to me. I want to know. I genuinely want to know what happened in the background there. All right, so Tosin was better, but because he is level 90, Toshihiro is only level 80. I need to take, I think I said I was going to take Toshihiro up next and then Bankai after that. Also, Legends and Duncan, I don't know that one. They just made non-canon scenes for them in the story. So they just didn't bother with the scenes themselves and taking them. They were like, no, we'll just make a different... Well, then that means they created their own story completely, right? Okay, I was the MVP. What? So let me check the guild. Right fast. Oh, reset. Woohoo. I get to do a bunch of stuff. However, I've completely forgotten. Guild. We have a red dot, so I can do my donation. I can do my attack again. So this time we donate this one. Okay. Just to be sure, and then I can't do any others. And by the way, I realized just now that I've been recording this whole time and haven't done anything with it. So we're going to stop this recording and we're going to delete this video immediately so I don't get confused like I did last time. That's all right. So back to, and I got 673,000 con. Where did that come from? Did that come from me being in a guild and doing this stuff right now? We'll attack this one more time and then do the reset stuff. Let me put Kaname in there and see if this makes a difference in the damage. So let me, yeah. Free advertising, they're shooting themselves in the foot. It's really just cutting off your nose to spite your face. Well, you're not giving me my 50 cents, so just remove it. And it's like, but them advertising for your anime series increases traffic to your anime series, which increases your revenue. It's literally free advertising. And it's not like they're putting out crap. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a great representation of Bleach. It's fun. It makes you want to rewatch stuff, and people have based off this game. Soul leveling, same bit. I don't get it. It feels more like ego than anything else. Wanting something your way or not at all. I don't know. I need to know the details behind it. So I need to know the details behind it. I really don't. I genuinely don't understand it. I need a breakdown of why this is a thing. So in this scenario, that is 1.3 million. I'm not even impressed by the numbers anymore because I'm just seeing them all the time. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm able to, with level 90 B4 Aizen, complete the first level of the guild challenge alone. That's what it looks like, because dude is stacking 1.3 million on the enemy every time he decides to flash up on the battlefield. Okay. Alrighty. And I guess to celebrate starting a guild, I will buy 5 standard gacha tickets, which will then get me to that 80 and a guaranteed SSR, and I will see if I can get another, if I get Sanjin or if I'm just going to get 21 million. I wonder who did most of that damage. And we love Aizen. Just to see if I get Sanjin or another SSR that I can break the boundary for. If I get a Kako, I'm gonna throw a rock at a window. So floor 2 clear. Next. Actually, if I do recruit, is this it? Once confirmed. Oh, a recruitment message will be broadcast in world chat. Okay, so this is probably what you meant by global chat. So for those of you who do want to join, the names I'm seeing up, I'm going to post this recruitment thing now. And then I'll just filter out those who apply. So it's like fans posting scenes from a product that has seen no light for 20 years and then getting a sense of the desist or getting the cease and desist order. Yeah. I never got, there was because there were some cartoons, I want to do Saturday morning cartoons with everybody on the stream and stuff like that, and the copyright stuff that would get in the way of it, it was like, who in the hell is protecting SWAT cats? Why? How much money would you have been losing if I'm watching that on the screen? And I even said, like, if you would want to just take any monetization that I have from it and then just send it to them, that's fine. I just want to do the event. I don't care about the money side of it. Nah, I got to talk to lawyers and everything. So you want me to spend X amount of money to play your content so that you get more money, get off me. Like it's insane. It's so stupid to me. People haven't thought about the damn show SWAT Cats in 30 years, and now when somebody's like, "Oh, I want to watch it with a bunch of people on stream, maybe get you a little bit of shine too, a little bit of money." Yeah, we're gonna have to make this complicated. Off me, off me, off me, off me. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna send this out to the global chat. Post again in an hour, so I can post this every hour. That seems extreme. That seems extreme. Going through the player. Oh, so there's only whoa. Oh, these are the players that are online right now. Okay, I guess that are on my server. Because I have a hard time believing there's only like 7 people playing this game in the world. That's a very difficult thing for me to believe in. But I've posted that to the global chat. I guess it'll be up for the next hour. Go check it out. I will wait before I add anybody for you guys to confirm who you are. Now we can go do the dailies right fast. Claim. Claim. Gift all. Claim nothing. Deploy. Quick deploy. Oh, my neck. I need to also grab up the spirit power. Oh, that's not the spirit power. Operation not done. Bingo scratch off. Actually, I should always save these until the end, and so I don't have to go click this 100 times over. Same thing with that. Combat training, not doing that right now. Let's back out. This thing is where I get my spirit stiff. Free, that's what's up. And then right now, as in terms of just regular, I have 3 of these. If I do the unknown, I'm not wasting, not when I can buy advanced. And then this stays the way it is for now. Then the exchange zones, guild, they don't allow us to buy stamps yet until I'm at 4. And then here, resets every week. I could buy 2 of these now. Yes. Yes, yes. All right, so those 2. We'll come back for you later. We will come back for you later. We'll finish Unknown Adventure, get the 1 ticket, and then I'll buy the rest with Spirit, and then I will do a 10 gotcha pull and see which SSR I will receive. This, I always fall for it, and I know exactly what it is as soon as I click on it. All right, now let's resume this tedious task. Next, urgent encounter. Go. Yeah. Okay, so now I need to make sure for these tasks, when I get off, which I'll get off in like 20 minutes. Those are 2 things I need to change. Alright. Victory. Next. Who cares? Don't nobody care. Right there. A, back up. A. There we go. And now we have to beat Uryu. And we've already won. Okay, I did not get a chance to even. That's fine. That's fine. Chop chop. Rest haven for what? We're not tired. Why is he invisible like that? What just happened? Oh. Confirm battle. And melt them. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Like melted for real. I could click this heal thing. Something tells me it's not necessary. 1.2 million. And again. Oh boy. Buddy, let's go. Can't believe I just gave him a buddy. Okay, you know what? I can't, just, thank you. Mm. There's a lot of SmackDown going on. It's not even, there's not a, and the funny part is, it's not even to do with the game mode itself, because this happens all over the place. Aizen is a monster. That's clear. I think that they're also going to introduce events that are, like they're going to probably add more trial tower floors. That will be like 100% of the damage that you do that's not slash or strike is going to suck for you. Like I can see that being like the next thing. But if you ignore 50% of defense, I don't know which comes first, chicken or the egg. What's the deal? But can you guys give me like a? Why do I have to walk through the thing? Just let me go. All right. I don't know. I really look forward to the next. No, I don't want to check it out. Nobody cares. Battle. What floor am I on? I've already done the rest haven, right? So I should be getting towards the end. Clear the stage within 80 seconds to obtain extra rewards. I don't see that being a problem. I don't see that being an issue. What do you mean 12 times a damage? Oh, what just happened there? I guess, I don't know. I was not paying attention to that at all. I wonder what the next level of content will be though. Because they had to have known what Aizen was going to do to the game. I mean, they created his kid. That's 3 million, 3.6, yay. So it must mean that the next bit of content coming up is going to be difficult for him, at minimum. And it makes me wonder what mechanic they're going to do to make that happen. Defeat all enemies. Should be a problem. We're already through 6 waves, and there has been 3 seconds. We're already on wave 7. It's been 9 seconds. Anyway. And we're done. How many seconds was that? They didn't tell us. It was definitely under 30. 18 seconds. Maybe I just need to think about this as like speed runs just to see how fast I can get through everything. This is what? The Rest Haven? Yeah. So then we have 3 more after this. And then, no, I'm not. For what? For who? For why? I don't need to do any of this stuff. Haven't had to since day 1. Been able to cakewalk unknown adventure since day 1. Shouldn't say that. They're going to make it so much harder next time. And that is not what I want. So this is the last battle, right? And then we're done. Defeated Kaku, who I'm mad at anyway. melt his face off, which Aizen is doing as instructed. He is definitely doing as instructed, so we can be happy with that. 2.6 million. Don't even acknowledge the numbers anymore. It's crazy. So let's go ahead and hurt Chop Chop. Let's get him off the. He's supposed to be dead by now. You guys are slacking off. Don't make this take 30 seconds. You're all fired. But that's the thing. I feel as though the next bit of content to come up is gonna really. That was part of the after I did spend the money and got him to B4 and a part of me was like, what happens when I've done all this? Like, there's nothing here for me. And when I've done all this, and then he is just basically neutered in the next match. So we got the stamps, hooray. And I can't do anything with him. Gallery stuff, we got a new one, hooray. Sure, we'll take that Jade. No other new ones, right? Nope. Alright, and then down here, strategy index, more stuff, more Jade, hooray. Would love to get to that ticket, not gonna happen. So that means I should have 5 or 6 gotcha tickets to pull. Yeah, 6. So then I will buy 4 more just because, hey, I started a guild today. And then we're going to see which SSR I come back with. I would like either a dupe of Yadoichi, Sanjin first, because then I would complete all the SSRs, a dupe of Yadoichi, or a dupe of Kaname. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up with like a dupe of Ikaku, and I'm gonna fight somebody. Confirm. Skip. Skip. Who is this? This is Yadoichi. Yadoichi! That's what's up. Okay, cool. And then who was it who just told me they still haven't been able to pull Yadoichi? And I've done it for the second time. Sorry. Yeah, and then 100 advance tickets. We'll take that as well, because that means that we'll get 2 more gotcha pulls from the limited time offer. So, that I am very happy with. Very, very happy with. Let's go ahead and get over to the homegirl. She is already at level 90 as well. So, boundary, the next level. Yadoichi gains 20% spirit pressure whenever she dodges an attack. That's all she does. So, that is in line. She is up to 33,000. Yeah, she's higher than Ikaku right now. And we're going to work on Kaname. The next level up is going to be Toshihiro. As a matter of fact, what else do I need to do with Kaname except for work on his stamps and see what's going on under the hood here? Thrust damage, I want to keep this piece. So we're leaving this alone, right? Yeah. Thrust damage, alignment damage, ultimate charge rate, all of that is good for him right now. Is there anything better that showed up? Nah. So I do want to level this up. So we'll do that in a minute. Attack percentage, we do like attack for wound, so we do want to keep that. This one, HP, nope. So I will hold on leveling this up to see if I can get a better piece, but it's not a bad piece. This gives us 2 HP, but we also have alignment bonus damage up at the top. I would have loved for it to land on ultimate charge rate. Let's see, are there any new pieces for him there? Nope, so we'll leave it. So this is the one, and this is the one that I need to level up. I'm a completion nut. I like to max all my characters in whatever I play. That's why I get stuck in a forever spiral in the games I play. I'm not a nut about it. I like it. I'm happy when it happens, but I will say that I'm not a nut. I don't get that caught up in making sure I have it. Let me do, before I do his core stamp, I have the core stamps for everybody else pretty much wrapped up tight, right? It's Aizen and Kitsuke first. Bankai is at 25. Toshihiro is at 30. Kaname going to 25 and maybe Bankai going to 30 is the smarter play, perhaps. We will go ahead and enhance this one though. Should we? Let me check Bankai. Do I have enough to enhance this to 6? If I raid one time. Return. We're going to do Bankai instead. We'll do Bankai instead. Sorry, Tosin. Sorry. I didn't have a choice. I had to put that 30. Now we can come back and take care of you going up. Because also this thing is ascended 4 levels. So this is probably going to make Ichigo a monster when I'm able to take him up to level 30. Or level 90, I should say. Enhance, ascend. I need to complete this 4 times. So 80 in terms of spirit. And then for Ichigo to get him up to level 90 with that core stamp, he will be stronger than Toshihiro. Let's see. If I ascend him, I need to do this. / ascension. Where am I going? Gotta catch them all. That was probably the last game, old school, at Game Boy Advance Pokemon, where I was just like, I gotta get all the characters. I need to get all 100. It was like 151 at the time, 152. Now there's like 40,000 of them things. I'm about to sound like a Pokemon purist in a second. I only acknowledge the first 150. When it went to Mew and Mewtwo, that was it. And then after that, everything else looks weird. I have been using Tosin more. So it's either, and it's not an either or proposition, but I'm making it an either or proposition because I'm trying to manage my resources better. Take Bankai up to level 90, which I was already planning on doing that with Toshihiro in the first place, over Bankai, just because the added spirit damage that he gets from Aizen when they run together. And his thing was already level 30, but the ascension of this is only level 1. Ichigo's is level 4. Kaname is level 2. Huh. I didn't realize that. It doesn't necessarily matter. Still got my Pikachu Game Boy version. I remember wanting that so bad. I had Charizard, right? I had the Charizard version to plop it to the back of that Game Boy. That's what I had. This one I did want to level up. There's 2 things I want to level up on Tosin. It's these 2. There's one thing I want to level up on Ichigo, and that's just his level. So let's just get his level up, and then we'll come back and... But if I'm going to do that, I might as well do it for Toshihiro as well. But his stamp is so high. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do this. I know you guys hate it when I do this, but I'm okay with it. Next, back, raid, that takes 80, I'm fine with that. Okay, item exchange, okay, ascend, got him, upgrade, we can only get to 5 for right now. We will get a gacha ticket, which would have been in handy when I was spending the jade on the gacha ticket, but that's fine. We'll eat that cost because we don't have a choice now anyway. So the levels here, I could farm for that, take him up, finish taking him up to 90, and might as well do, since I've already spent the whatchamacallit, since I've already spent the spirit power on that. I wish they would let me raid this in a different way, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Trying to maintain this. That got me 2 levels. Boo you. 1, 2. Return. How far? 3. use all my spirit power here. Okay. And that might still not be enough. Oh, we're at the max. Hooray. Okay, so Ichigo is now up to 36,000. So he should fall in line right above Yaruichi, who is now B1. Tosin is... I really do want to work on this set stamp. And I do have the materials. I just have to do this 4 times. If I do this 4 times, that means I need 80 nourishment. Said I was saving those nourishers. I said I was. But I say a lot of stuff. I do say a lot of stuff. I do be talking. So 1, 2, 3. Because patience gone. Let's go. So I need to do this 4 times. Done. Go back. Confirm. Bet. Select all. Enhance. 300 here is not gonna happen. We will back out of that. However, on this side of things, we can already enhance here with the star up. We can ascend to level 20 with rating this 1 time. So we're about to do this work on this set stamp. Select all. Burning through my con, which is now disappeared. 30,000. I had 700,000 as of yesterday. Don't cry for me, Argentina. That's fine. I'm good. But yeah, ultimate charge rate, alignment damage. I like where both of these landed. That is nice. I need to farm this 2 times. Just enough to farm it 2 times. And then I won't have enough gold to ascend that. Oh, I do. Barely. Barely enough con to ascend that. Not enough con to do this part of it. So I do need to go here. Farm that twice. Maybe once gets it. Remove all, select all. That did get it. Hooray. I have 4,000 con. Come here, start that up. Cool. Alright, so Kaname is in a good place for me now, as I see it. I will take this up to 30 and 25, but the next priority for me will be taking Toshihiro up to level 90. Which then, Spirit Ascension, I have no resources to farm here. What's up, guy? You seem to be experiencing Saitama's boredom with the game. I'm experiencing some I'm building characters towards I don't know what yet, and I would like to have the co-op campaign, like just to try it and see. I need 6 more, boo. Just to try and see what it looks like. I can pick this up from other stores though, right? And I'm out of con anyway. I'm out of everything, so let me slow down. Let me slow down and gather some stuff real quick. So we have just started a guild that nobody can join because apparently I'm on a different server. Just giving Guy an update. So I don't know what that's all about. Battle Pass. Claim all. Claim all. Level 54 here. Claim all. This would have come in handy when I was doing those stamps. Alright, so deploy, do I have, okay, no, that's a recall situation, so that's all fine. We'll gather the 10-2 spirit power that I get. Guild stuff, there's nobody coming through yet. And then I think I'm gonna have to do this. I've already bought literally everything out of this store. Except con. The store ends in 2 days. I don't think that this is going to be changed into anything. Not like it's giving me a lot, but might as well not waste it, I guess. Back. Oh, and that's the other thing too I can do now. Exchange zones. I'm not buying these gotcha tickets. I do want to go ahead and get some of these, but I will hold off on that until I get the 2600. Nothing else here interests me that much. This would help with leveling up. And buying the max 800. I get 20 of these for a character experience. Chill environment. Star Wars Outlaws. Is that, what system is that on? Star Wars Outlaws. Oh, I could also could have bought these for the set stamps. And as a matter of fact, given the other stuff we have and when it resets, I am going to buy this now. Because I don't think I'm going to have too many other resources to go with. One second. Okay. So, and then I could buy con from here, 500. So drop an extra zero back here that give me 10,000. Don't even know if that's worth it, but I don't know where else I'm going to spend this stuff. We'll just hold pat. We'll just hold for that. Special offers, exchange. We got plenty now to buy some limited gotcha tickets, and then this exchange zone is where I could spend like 5,000 of these tickets, these stubs, and get most recent systems. It was Ubisoft Star Wars games that host a lot of hate. Wait, what? Wait a second. The last Star Wars I game. This is gonna show my age. The last Star Wars game I played that wasn't like Galaxy of Heroes mobile was Knights of the Old Republic, the first one on Xbox in college. That's showing my age for sure. That's showing my age. I don't know why I'm coming here. I'm not gonna change that, and I'm not gonna use any of these. Tempting. Done. Forgot that that's a weekly reset thing. He got a lot of hate. Wait. Was it any good though? Like, why did it get so much hate? Oh yeah, Knights of the Old Republic was awesome. That was the first game where, at least that I played, where the decisions made you either good or bad, and then you started glowing, like your eyes would start glowing. I never went evil. I always say in those games, like, I'll be evil this time, and then I feel guilty, and then I don't go evil or do evil stuff at all. But that was the first game where they were like, decisions you make decide what kind of character you're going to be on the light side or the dark side. And I always ended up walking the path of the light. I wasn't bold enough or strong enough to walk the path of the dark. Never have been. I don't know why. It's just a video game. Why am I getting my emotional heartstrings pulled by these NPCs? It's not a bad game. Bingo, 4 lines connected. Still don't know what that means and how I can affect it. I just do it. I don't know what it means. Alright. Next. I think that's it. I keep clicking on that every single time. Remove that dot, please, once I've already checked it. I think that's it. I can't do any co-op campaign until I actually have people in my guild. This will be just farming stuff. I don't think you guys care to watch me just farm things. Con is there, so the next steps in my account will be Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith was my... I liked Revenge of the Sith. I won't say that's my ish, but the thing that got me was it Attack of the Clones? It wasn't Clone Wars, that was a cartoon, right? And the best part of that, the first 3 prequels that came out or whatever, it was cool seeing him go to the dark side. Episode 3, all that jazz. Episode 1 was a dumpster fire. We all know that. When Yoda does that whole like open the cloak and then brings the like lightsaber to his hands, and we're like, oh, the amount of people, and me too, and I'm not even into Star Wars like that. The amount of people who were like, Yoda finna fight, Yoda finna fight, Yoda finna fight. The amount of people who were, and then they didn't. The fight scene did not let down. At least back then when it came out, the fight scene did not let down. And I worked in a TV. I worked in a video store. It was video books and music. Hastings, and they had a big TV on the side. And I remember like the manager who was 27, you know, 25, whatever. He was like, no, we're finna watch this on this big screen again. And I was like, cool, I'm down. And it was just, Yoda whooped that ass. He was like a green version of Sonic the Hedgehog with a lightsaber. He was losing his mind. It was amazing. Oh, that was so awesome. That was so awesome. Yoda just went nuts on Buddy. Oh my gosh. That scene was so much fun. It was such a fun scene. And I feel like the animators, when they were doing it, like whenever they were doing like creating it, you had to have fun doing it too, right? Like I can imagine people getting like in a meeting room because they have to do the storyboard and then animate and everything else, and people in the meeting room being like, we're gonna let Yoda fight, we're gonna let Yoda fight. And nobody missed that day of work. Like, babe, you've had the flu for 2 weeks. No, we're talking about the Yoda fight scene. Babe, I gotta go to work. I can't, I'm not missing this day. I'm not missing this day at work. Show up at work and everybody's in the meeting room like, no, no, no. But then he jumps up and then he does a backflip and then he does a frontward flip and then he's just like wilding out with other. I'm sure that meeting room was hype with like just paper scattered all over the place and just a bunch of people shouting over each other, talking at the same time, while not being offended that they're constantly being interrupted because everybody's just that excited. God, it must have been a fun day at the office for them. That must have been a fun day at the office. Oh man. Oh, I would have killed to be part of just knowing how they went about doing that stuff. The idea when those things kind of happen, like the Matrix scene, to have those things go from like your imagination to create it and you can see it, and then other people are like, what? Like the final fight in Endgame, all the moving parts that had to come together for that to happen, and I think I've told this story on here before, and then I'll dip after this. I'll run this trial thing. So Endgame, I was in the U.S., you know, visiting family and whatnot, visiting my friends. Finally made it to California. One of my closest friends, he is a comic book head like me, Stevie. You might have heard me mention him before, and you might have heard the story before. Stevie and I, the era of superhero movies started right as I moved to Switzerland. So I think we got to see like Batman Begins together, and we went and saw Superman Return. Like we saw a few things like right before I moved to Switzerland. But like for example, Dark Knight, Spider-Man 3, those were coming out. Those were in the theaters when I moved. Spider-Man 3 was a crappy movie. Regardless. So we were comic book heads, him especially, but we were into discussing comic books so much so that our friend Stuart, his mom, during his wedding, we were talking so much about comic book stuff. She was like, at a certain point, to be fair to her too, it had been hours of her sitting around me and Stevie and her and Bo in the front, or like in the car, but whatever. And her being like, boys, I love you. You know I love you. Can we please stop talking about comic books? And we were just kind of like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry, my bad. We didn't know what we were doing. That's how much Stevie and I were on par. And I spent the entirety of this MCU era, the DC movies, good and bad, because we would want to talk about good and bad. I would have gone to every movie with him if I had been in the U.S. I'm in the U.S. at the time when Endgame is coming out. I didn't even realize it was coming out in the U.S. at that time because release dates can change up in, you know, Europe versus the U.S. versus South America. Those things can be different. I get there and I'm like, oh, Endgame's coming up the next day. I don't really care about seeing it on premiere nights because I don't have Stevie with me, so I just see them whenever I see them. And he's like, no, but it's like, there is a midnight showing that my friend will let us in tonight. And I was like, my flight is literally flying back to Switzerland is literally that morning. So that would mean that, and my girlfriend and I at the time got into an argument about it, and it was a legit one, but I was determined. I'm going at midnight, right? I got back at 4 a.m. to the hotel for a 9 o'clock flight back to Switzerland. Worth every minute. And when I tell you, we were in there when the scene comes up where I'd already saw a video. People who try to spoil that movie, y'all suck at life. Where everybody knew that just from the actors themselves. And to be fair, they've been doing those movies for 10 years and they were ready to move on to other stuff. It's not like they hated it, but they just didn't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Fair. That was all fair, right? So we knew that in order for it to happen, there were going to be some people going down. And there was like an image of like Captain America in a situation where he was definitely going to die that I saw. And I was like, damn you, I didn't even mean to see it. I didn't want to see it. Anyway, so we get to the part of where somehow they did an amazing job of making us forget that they had just done that snap thing and that supposedly everybody on the planet, like half the population had been restored, right? So I'm sitting there watching Cap, like, dum 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 dum, and then he like stands up and all he does is just grab that shield and is like, all right, broken or not, y'all gonna have to, I'm taking a few of you with me, is basically the thing. Is that Captain America was like, yep, okay, this is the end, but I'm going down swinging. And I'm in my chair like, okay, here we go. We're going to have to watch Captain America die. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ready. And I got myself like ready. Like I did literally the wipe that and my friend Stevie, Captain America is one of his favorite. Before a guy from Spain, Captain America, Wolverine is his favorite. Captain America is I would say close second. Like he loves Captain America. And so we're both just tense. You could feel the tension in the entire movie theater. And this is one thing that the pandemic stripped away from people. Movie theater experiences like that. He's walking up and all you hear is Cap on your left. When I tell you that entire theater erupted. And all it was just people screaming every time a new character showed up. Like new. When Doctor Strange showed up, one section of the started screaming. You got the Doctor Strange fans over there. You know what I mean? Then another section started screaming when Spider-Man showed up. And then when what's his face? Star-Lord showed up. Like everybody screamed at different sections screamed at different times because different people were excited about different characters showing up. I got goosebumps talking about it. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And that is not hyperbole. I could not have been happier for a movie. This isn't a concert. This isn't like a live event where like you went to go see, I'm trying to think of somebody. You went to go see, for me, I go see Eminem and then Jay-Z comes on stage and they do Renegade together. It's not that where it's some unexpected thing. This is a movie. There was gonna be a happy end. It's a movie. You know what I mean? Like, but they built it up so much so that this crowd of people were screaming at a movie because they were so engrossed in the story. And everybody, that whole place was like, Captain America's about to die, and everybody was bracing for it. I could feel my friend, but I can just assume. Everybody in the theater was like, this is it, what the hell? Like we're 5-year-olds again. Like my daughter, she just watched Harry Potter. And at 9, at 10, you still have that like thought process of like getting caught up in the story. How are they going to get out of it? Harry Potter's going to win. You know what I mean? But like, and that's the adult side of us not knowing. But for a second, we all felt like children. That's it. For a second, we all felt like children watching a movie and being excited and screaming with strangers in a movie theater. That's insane. Sorry, Yuli, I didn't mean to ignore you like that. I got caught up. Endgame in the theaters was, if you didn't go see it in theaters, there's like cut ups of everywhere, Brazil, Japan, whatever. There's like compilation cut ups of people's reaction to that scene I just described, and it felt so validating. Being like, oh, it doesn't matter what country, what language. Everybody was screaming in the movie theater. Everybody was. All right, I'm gonna read you in a minute. See, let me read Yuli's because I've been ignoring that. Started playing 3 days ago. I got Aizen and Kaname. I'm stuck at level 23. I don't know what to do next. Main story is locked. Okay, so if your main story is locked, that's really your player progression is the story progression is locked behind your levels. Clearly, we know that part. One, you got Aizen. That's amazing. Invest in Aizen as much as possible. I just did a video of where I was saying that I burned all my resources to get Aizen up to boundary level 4. Not recommending you do that, especially if you're free to play. You have to. I would. I don't want, but I would check out the video because I go really in depth on why I'm doing it and how, as a person who does spend some money on the game, I could understand where free-to-play players would not want to do that, but he seems like he's going to be the best character in a while. So, congrats on Aizen. Kaname's not bad either. You do want to develop him. Aizen first. That's one. Two, there's going to be other events that you can get to. So, for example, you've done normal, hard. You've done normal. I assume you've done hard. I assume you've done extreme. If you haven't, look at those. I don't know what the rest of your roster looks like, and at 3 days in, if you haven't looked at Trial Tower, you'll have some other characters, and I will say this to give you this quick thing. Because you have Aizen, you want to invest in spirit characters. You won't have Toshihiro, and he won't be coming for a while because he's limited SSR, so that's not going to do you any good. Rukia would be good, except for the fact that they both have battlefield skills. Momo, if you do happen to pull her, she is a good character to run with him. Heads up as well, Kaname and Aizen do actually go well together. I'm giving you the different like spirit teams and stuff like that because at the beginning levels of Trial Tower, which is where you can get some experience or where you can get some gameplay in and have some fun. At the beginning of it, let's go down. There's like 40% less damage, which isn't that bad, but as it goes up, you're gonna have to start building teams, spirit team / team, thrust team, blah 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 blah. So you're gonna have to start doing that. So that is why I'm kind of talking in this way. Ikaku too. Pause on Ikaku. He's good and develop him, but in terms of order of priority, if I'm being real, it goes Aizen, Kaname, Ikaku at that point. So he is good to develop, but he's third in that. And when you start getting other SSRs, which is going to come pretty quickly, you'll see like he'll go further and further down the list, right? I don't have Sanjin yet, but I'm putting Ikaku basically at the bottom of the list for my SSRs. Not that he's bad, he's just, someone said this to me about Sanjin. It's not that he's bad, it's just that he's the least good. If that makes sense. He's not a bad character to have. He's just the least good. Damage over time with wound. Kaname does the same thing, but much, much, much better. And they should be running together when you get to doing these thrust trials and everything else. However, I did complete that with Aizen. Not important for the moment. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So, supplies. As you have a lot of spirit power right now because you're only level 23, work on developing the skills of your Aizen and the skills of your Kaname, the passives of your Aizen, the passives of your Kaname, because as you're farming for their materials in their skills, this will then give you more XP to help level you up. Set stamps a little bit, not a lot of bit. The reason why I would say wait on set stamps a little bit is that if you can get past the content now, then wait, because as you're looking for, maybe I should do a beginner's guide. I didn't think I had enough knowledge, but now that you're asking me these questions, maybe it's something I should do. The set stamps, I will wait just a little bit, because at the difficulty you're at right now, you should be able to get through a good amount of the content without having to have like these amazing set stamps. So do the daily ones. Don't put any spirit power into it. Equip your 4 stars. That's fine, but don't go too deep into leveling them up. Only a little bit. If it's an SR, okay, if it's an SR core stamp, which we'll worry about that later, that's fine. But as for right now, you're going to get to this level pretty damn fast in a few days. So don't waste a lot. Just do the free ones. Get the stamps that you can get and keep it pushing. And then once you get to difficulty 3, then start farming the set stamps a little bit more with spirit power to help level them up. Stamp corridor is going to be pretty important for you, but that doesn't provide any XP, so we're going to put that to the side. Holification elimination is double the cost, but it's also double the XP that you get to level your characters up. When we go into stamp corridor, I have 55. I'm holding pattern because I have all the core stamps that I need at the moment. I'm going to use it to farm the core stamp for Jin, which I probably won't get regardless. However, the largest leap that you will get in your character's power is when they get their core stamp. So go ahead and farm those. The reason why this is okay to farm versus the other set stamps is there's no levels here. You just get a core stamp, or you just get other core stamps. And you can get core stamps for characters that you don't have, and you can't use them, but at least you already have it for later on. So for me, I would say work on the skills and the passives of Kaname and Aizen first, then Ikaku next. That'll help get you experience to level up, and you should be able to go from there. I hope that was helpful. And ask more questions if you have more questions. Theater experience, agreed. Yeah, it was awesome. Bruh, it's really self-explanatory. Game isn't rocket science. Hey, stop it. Yes, I did available story mode. I should probably do, because a lot of this game wasn't self-explanatory to me. The set stamps and the core stamp stuff made no sense, and I kept confusing it with weapon stamps all the time. It was, nah. And I still don't know all the things behind the weapon stamps. I need to level that stuff up. I want to say Kaname's name right. I'm not Tosin. Kaname. No, I'm going to keep saying Kaname. Anyway, Sanji is One Piece. Oh, Sajin. Sorry, Sajin. I don't watch One Piece, though. I still haven't watched that yet. Anyway, it's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta go. I just used up all my tickets for Stamp Corridor. That's fine. That's fine at this stage. That's okay. Because you're just trying to get core stamps. I'm farming them now I'm holding them now because now I have all of my core stamps for my characters. So I'm just waiting until Jin comes in. His core stamp will be in there, and I'll try to farm it before having to eventually buy it. That's the idea. Should I try to go more Aizen copies for Boundary? If the banner goes away, does that mean that I won't be able to upgrade him anymore? Okay, so for the limited time banner, it is limited time, 3 weeks. It even got extended, and they're going to do all SSRs 3 weeks. The one thing that everybody is still in the Kaname. Watch the I'll go watch it later, but it's fine. I'll just say Tosin. What is up with the people trying to police the help for others and how to say names? What's wrong with y'all? Chill. Anyway, so basically, once that goes away, the one thing that we're in the dark about is when they come back, how they come back, or how are they going to be introduced into the game. So basically, we don't know if people have said that there's going to be a rotation. So like every 6 months, they're going to reintroduce, because there was Ichigo Bankai and Toshihiro before this. So then theoretically, in 3 months or 6 months, they're just going to run these limited time banners again. I don't see where that works logically. So to me, they're going to shift over those SSRs into the standard banner. That we don't know yet. So in my head, for the Aizen copy, since I don't know when I'm going to get him, I went ahead and just burned all my resources and got many of them as possible. That's not a recommendation that I'm making. That's something I'm doing because I also put money into the game. So it's a little bit of a like, maybe you do it this way, maybe you don't. I do go into it like fully in the burn resources video on my YouTube channel. Sorry to direct you to it, but That's where it is, and I go into it for about 13 minutes. I'm about to leave now. That's why I'm saying like all this stuff real quick. Plus, Flip and everybody's really bored with me, so I guess I should stop the stream. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. But you can see that video. It's called "Burning All My Resources for Aizen." It's not that I'm recommending it per se. It's up to whatever people how you want to do it. But I present the argument and why I did it. So check out that video. I'm gonna leave because apparently I'm boring the people that watch me the most. So I'm gonna have to take off. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.